The question of trust regarding personal health information and AI involves technical, legal, ethical, and psychological dimensions that many users don't adequately consider when sharing intimate health details with ChatGPT and similar systems. On the surface, AI seems like a safe confidant for embarrassing or sensitive health information. You're typing into a computer interface that doesn't judge, doesn't know your name, and won't gossip to your community about your hemorrhoids or sexual dysfunction. This perceived anonymity encourages disclosure that people might be reluctant to share with human doctors, which could theoretically lead to better health information and more appropriate care seeking. The psychological safety of AI consultation is particularly valuable for stigmatized conditions, mental health concerns, sexually transmitted infections, substance use problems, sexual health questions, or embarrassing physical symptoms. The non-judgmental tone of AI responses creates an environment where people can ask questions they'd be too embarrassed to voice to a human, potentially leading to earlier treatment or better informed self-care. However, the reality of data privacy and AI systems is far more complex and concerning than most users realize. When you type personal health information into ChatGPT or similar systems, that data is captured, logged, and stored by the company operating the AI. The specific policies around data retention, usage, and sharing vary by company and change over time, but users should assume their health conversations are not truly private or anonymous. Corporate policies typically grant broad rights to use conversation data for purposes like improving AI models, training future versions, quality control, and potentially business analytics. While companies claim to anonymize data, the re-identification of anonymized health data has been demonstrated repeatedly in research contexts. Health information combined with even basic demographic details can often uniquely identify individuals, making true anonymization difficult or impossible. Data breaches represent another serious risk. Companies holding large databases of intimate health conversations are attractive targets for hackers. A breach exposing millions of people's detailed health consultations could have enormous consequences for individuals whose private medical concerns become public. Health information can affect employment, insurance eligibility, personal relationships, and social standing. Regulatory oversight of AI companies handling health data is currently inadequate and fragmented. HIPAA, the main U.S. health privacy law, doesn't apply to most AI companies because they're not healthcare providers or business associates of providers. This means the strict privacy protections that apply when you share health information with doctors don't apply when you share it with AI systems. Some states have general data privacy laws that provide limited protections, but the regulatory landscape is inconsistent. Consent mechanics are typically inadequate. Most users don't read lengthy terms of service or privacy policies. Even those who try to read them often find the language deliberately opaque and the scope of data usage extremely broad. Meaningful informed consent for data sharing requires clear, prominent, and specific information about what happens to the data, presented in ways users actually understand. Current practices fall far short of this standard. The use of health conversation data for model training raises ethical questions. Your intimate health details might become part of the training data that shapes how the AI responds to future users. While your name isn't attached, your symptoms, concerns, and personal health situation contribute to the model's understanding of medical topics. Some users might be comfortable with this, viewing it as contributing to public benefit. Others would consider it a violation if they understood it was happening. International data flows complicate privacy further. AI companies often operate globally with data centers in multiple countries. Your health conversation might be processed or stored in jurisdictions with different privacy protections than your home country. Understanding where your data actually resides and what laws govern it is often impossible for average users. Solutions require multiple approaches. Opt-in analytics, where users explicitly choose whether their conversations can be used for model improvement, would provide meaningful consent. Clear, prominent privacy notices at the start of health-related conversations could inform users about data handling before they share intimate information. Users should see messages like, "Conversations with this AI are not confidential and may be stored, reviewed, and used for product improvement. Do not share information you want to keep completely private." Regulatory frameworks specifically addressing AI health information handling need to be developed. Extending HIPAA-like protections to AI systems that regularly handle health information would provide consistent standards. Requirements for data encryption, breach notification, user data access and deletion rights, and limits on secondary use of health data could establish baseline protections. Technical approaches like on-device processing or end-to-end encryption could provide genuine privacy for health conversations. If AI models could run locally on users' devices without sending conversations to company servers, or if conversations were encrypted in ways that made them inaccessible even to the AI company, privacy would be dramatically improved. Current AI systems typically don't work this way, but the technology for more private AI is developing. User education about privacy risks is essential. People need to understand that typing health information into AI systems is not like talking to their doctor in a confidential medical visit. Health literacy programs should include sections on data privacy and safe use of health technology so people can make informed decisions about what information to share with AI systems and when to insist on traditional confidential medical consultations. The fundamental principle should be that users deserve to know what happens to their health information when they share it with AI, and they should have meaningful control over that information. Current practices fall short of this principle, leaving users exposed to privacy risks they don't understand and haven't meaningfully consented to.